welcome back to my channel. Today I am making mixed media kits. Well, I've sold them for years under the branding of Mixed Media Paper Kits, and I am actually rebranding them and I'm making them up. They're journaling kits, collage kits, art journal kits, tons of paper, different other things, but they're not just going to be paper now. So I am rebranding them to be the Mixed Media Magpie Kits. They will have stuff like pieces of fabric, like little squares of fabric, sequins, lots of paper stuff. So trust me, all the paper stuff's still there. Vintage greeting cards. I have stacks and stacks of greeting cards from the 60s, 70s, 80s. So they're really cool. Like, yeah, I know this is reversed, but yeah, little, like, these are Thanksgiving cards. This was so funny. It says, "You must think I'm awfully extravagant to pay 60 cents for a simple little Thanksgiving Day card. But heck, money isn't everything anyway. You're worth it, and besides that, I found it. Happy Thanksgiving." I just thought this was so cute. This is an old Hallmark card. Yeah, just some cute little, you know, even Charlie Brown. These are just, that's why I'm calling them Mixed Media Magpie Kits. They're not just going to be paper kits, even though they will have painted papers, hand-dyed papers, coffee-stained papers, you know, all kinds of fun papers. Plus, they'll have some commercial scrapbook paper, die cuts, all different kinds of die cuts, journaling cards, book pages, because I make journals out of old books, and so I like using the covers. And so when I take the book apart, because normally the cover, something's wrong with it, like this one was coming apart. So in order to be able to save this, I wanted to turn this into a book, into a journal. So I have like book covers, and so when I do that, I have tons of book pages. So I have book pages that I'm adding to them. These are some little layered pieces that I created. I have a whole bunch of those. So some of those will be in the kits. These are stickers. When I used to make planner stickers in my studio, I decided to just add some left. So I just cut everything up down into little pieces, and you might get a few stickers in your kit. There's also little wooden painted pieces. I have taught classes for so long that I have so much stuff, and I thought instead of just doing paper kits like I've always done, which they've been really popular in my shop, I've had them in my shop for close to 15 years now on my Etsy shop, but they're going to be in my website. So these, I even have like little wooden pieces. They're, you can paint over them to blank on one side, or, they're, like I said, it's a magpie kit. There's all kinds of things in it. I even have little bags of sequins. Lots of it will be paper, and lots of it will be paper ephemera, and ephemera like this is one I designed. So you'll have some of these. You might have some of these in there. Every kit's going to be different. They're all going to have little bitty things in them, like tickets. Most of them will have tickets, some lined pages, vintage recipe cards. Here's another vintage recipe card. Vintage Rolodex cards. Basically what I'll do is once I give out of certain ones, then I'll start a new batch. Like this is a sticker. There's more ephemera that I designed. Craft wrapping paper, it's all kinds of papers and stuff in these kits. Because like I said, I've taught all kinds of journaling classes, art journaling, mixed media journaling, prayer journals, all kinds of journaling classes. And so I always normally supply a kit. Well, this studio can't handle any more stuff. I have this whole rack here behind me of paper and books and other things, and yeah, a lot of my blank papers are in here, but also a lot of the painted papers are in here. So yeah, I'm gonna grab one of my journals and I'll show you what I did. This is one of the journaling classes I've taught, and it's all kinds, it's a junk travel journal. So, you know, I have all kinds of stuff. I collect all kinds of stuff. People will send me their papers and stuff that they just, oh, I figured you could use it. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pass it on in these Mixed Media Magpie Kits. These are things that could be, you know, you might end up with the actual in paper of the book, and most of the books have some illustrations, some photos, some images in them. So you're gonna get all kinds of different things in these kits, and I'm just having fun putting them together. I have like even little things. It's just lots of different kinds of things I've collected, and they're really fun. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm trying to pick some up. But yeah, there's all kinds of things like jelly prints, gelatin printed paper. Like I said, these little layered tags or flags or whatever you want to call them. And then there's also going to be all kinds of different kinds of paper. So they're going to be fun. There will be, you know, some other things other than paper, like sequins, the wood pieces, fabrics. Because like I said, I also sew. And so I was making some little project bags for my knitting, sorry. And, you know, you have to cut the corners out to box the corners. Well, I don't like to waste anything. So I stacked up I have all of the little boxed corners in all different kinds from all the different pieces that I was cutting. So you'll get a few of these. You probably won't get duplicates. I'm probably gonna, in the process of working those out. But yeah, so it's a true magpie kit. I may even I have a ton of floss. So you may end up with embroidery floss, you may end up with pretty much anything that's pretty flat, basically. I don't want to make these kits where they're really thick or heavy, or should I say, like really funny text, so they can still ship in an envelope. I also have like border. Some of them might even have plastic canvas in it. I have boxes and boxes of stuff that I'm going through for these magpie kits, and yeah, they're gonna be fun. They're gonna be interesting. You might have I have washi tape. Yeah. Like I said, it's a lot of the supplies that I've been doing for my different classes, and I needed to make up kits for some classes that I'm hoping to have scheduled this spring. So I might as well make up a whole bunch. I like doing it sort of, you know, production line style. So right now I'm making up the little bags of sequins. I keep my sequins in little jars because it makes it easy to fill these little big bags. And I buy these little bags in the jewelry section at the craft store because they're meant for small things, and I can fill them up pretty neat. And you get a cute little bag of sequins, and there's all different colors. I've got the jewel tones. I've got more of these. I just haven't pulled them out. Some more fall colors. So you never know what you're gonna get. Some of them have flowers, some of them don't. Yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'll show you what I'm making. Okay, here's my table. It's literally spread out. When I do this, I will make up a whole bunch and then put them in a container so I can just grab them like this. Like I have these that are just ready to grab when I'm making the kits up. I'll just toss them in the little container, and then I can just grab a bag for whatever kit I'm working on. I do have this, so I'm just going to toss these in here. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just sorting things. Like these little bags, like I said, they're from the jewelry section. They're perfect size to make a flat pack of sequins that don't make the packaging bulky. So it just makes it easy. And then these little containers, I normally keep them because it just makes everything easier to put in containers. Like I have these, and sometimes I'll throw them in a big vase and have a whole bunch of little containers. And these little bags can be a pain to open. But yeah, so let me sort of show you what I've got so far in some of these kits that I'm working on. I try to do all the sequins at one time so I can just get over with. These can get a little messy. I'm not as bad as glitter. I'm not doing glitter. Made the mistake of doing glitter one time for a class and said I would never do it again. So let's see, let's pull all of this. I was trying to deconstruct a kit so I could show you what's all in it. So here's a kit. Okay, so there's like scrapbook paper, lined paper, journaling cards, vintage book pages. These are dyed papers. I have, when I'm painting, I like to just scrape my brush or whatever off onto a piece of paper. You know, cleaning out a pen. There's all kinds. There's like, this is sprayed, and this one actually has some sheen, like sparkle to it. These are die cuts, more journal cards, more vintage book pages. These are coffee and alcohol ink stained ones, like different ephemera, tabs, little bunting, more ephemera. There's all kinds of little pieces in here. There's normally about, in the small kit, there is at least 50 pieces, and I try to, you know, include the small ones as well as the big ones. Vintage recipe cards. I will go to a thrift store and I will buy these recipe boxes. And then this is like a Rolodex card. I found an old Rolodex at a thrift store, and I happen to have some extra cards, and I figured that would be cute. This is dyed coffee filter paper, more scrapbook paper. Some of it is cardstock, and some of it is paper. Book pages. This is a glitter page. I don't know if you can see the glitter. More dyed papers, more journaling cards. This is basically what's in a small paper pack. So it's still a pretty good bit. This is the small Magpie pack. And so that's still, you know, a pretty good amount. I've not added any greeting cards to this one, but this one is, you know, this one is one of the bigger, one of the small kits. Once you get into the greeting cards, you know, you might end up with Thanksgiving cards. They're great for, you know, cutting up and using the designs for, like this one is embossed. So yeah, and like I said, they're all vintage, so they're all pretty fun. Help yourself to the happiest Thanksgiving you ever had. Yeah, like I said, these are from the 60s and 70s and into the 80s. Sorry, I keep saying but then these are like the planner stickers and vinyl stickers, and I'll just add, you know, a couple of those to each pack so that, you know, there's stickers in the pack, there's the layered pieces. Now if I was going to increase this one to a large kit, I would definitely add one of the greeting cards. Add a vintage greeting card or two. So you get a couple of vintage greeting cards. You might get one of these wood pieces, 2 or 3 pieces of fabric, and these are all like little squares of fabric, and they're really fun. So I just add a few of these, pack of sequins, and you'll have a few extra journaling cards added to it. This is watercolor paper. I get to it. I try to keep everything to the size of a 6x9 envelope, and that means it will you know, mail pretty easily. And so this is pretty much what a large one is. So it has a few of the greeting cards, the other pieces, and more little ephemera stuff added as well. But yeah, thought I'd do a little different of a video today and show you basically making the Magpie Kits. And I hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you soon.